Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is March 10th, 2000. Wait, yeah, 2020. We have a crap ton. Well, not a crap ton. Like 3-4 inches of snow here. Everywhere. We just got it last night. This is ridiculous, guys. Like snow in May. It's ridiculous. So I'm actually on my way to a Mother's Day get together. We're gonna do it up north in Patten, which is actually right next door to the church where I intern. So it'll be an interesting ride because this is gonna be the first episode of Cruising with Codger. We did the test ride there a couple days ago, and now this is gonna be the first ever episode, guys. So we're making history here today. So it's also Gigi's birthday party today too, because he was born actually on May 9th. So every year we do a double party, and it's like Mother's Day and his birthday. So it's Mother's Day with lasagna and birthday cake and ice cream and all that good stuff. So we're gonna get right into it, guys. We're gonna cruise. It's gonna be awesome. Let's do it. This is great. I'm so excited. Turn the radio down so we don't get demonetized, and the heater because it's like hotter than I don't know what in here. Okay, now comes the fun part. Got this new gadget. Oh, I should show you guys first. This is the phone holder. It's on a ball joint, so I can, you know, side to side, and get you guys nice views of the road as we go. Get you guys all in there. I'm gonna point you that way first. We'll kind of see as we go. I don't really know what's gonna look the best. Not really sure. Okay, guys. Just gonna get my seat and everything adjusted here. Just pick up everything. It's so small in here, everything has to always go behind the seat. And then so I always have to move my seat to get to anything that's in here, and then my seat's out of whack, and then I have to readjust my seat every time. So anyway, all right, got my wallet. I always gotta make sure I got my wallet with my license. All right, release the parking brake. Make sure you guys are square here. Wow, I think we're ready. This is so exciting. This is gonna be quite a ride, guys. Most of you have probably never been up that way before, so that's going to be kind of fun. I'm going to take you guys the old-fashioned way. There's going to be no interstate involved. None whatsoever. You guys are still a little bit crooked, aren't you? That looks a little bit better to me. Alright, coming out to the end of the driveway here. Come aboard. Full send. 4.3. Here we go. This is gonna be so good, guys. Look at that. Look at the trees. Coming up on the town dump here. Alright. Fourth gear, hammer down. Whoa! What was that? I guess some snow came off the roof. Oh, what a beautiful day, guys. What a beautiful day. It really is. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentle germs. I think I can actually shut the flash off on the camera. Something tells me it's bright enough out. Coming up to the big four corners there with the old tavern. Nothing more beautiful than Patten Maine on a sunny day. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Coming up the road. Hammer down. off the vehicle. Here we go. People are out and about. It's a beautiful day. Look at this. What a nice day, guys. What a beautiful day. So, I might film the ride home someday. I don't want to do it in this one because it would be so long. But that would give you a view of the other side of the road, because it's kind of hard to get a wide enough frame for you guys to see everything, so I'm kind of going to concentrate on one side or the other, or rotate you guys back and forth, because I want you guys to be able to see it all. The toolbox is awful loud back there. Look at this snow on the road. Oh, this is going to be crazy, guys. Because they're not going to want to plow, right? Because the guys that plowed out here, A&G, they just barely moved all their equipment out the other day. So, they're not going to plow this mess. So it's going to be kind of fun. Especially where we're not going the interstate, it's going to be a little more wild. This is so much fun, guys. What a beautiful day. Nothing better than a ride on a beautiful day. As much as I like riding on rainy days, beautiful days are always better. Yes, sirree. Biggest fan wanted a bigger sky view, so we'll move this up a little more. Look at that, beautiful sky. Beautiful, beautiful. Guys, up a little bit more here. There we go. That's looking good. That is looking good. Look at that. Everything just, it's beautiful, guys. It's about it's 35 degrees outside according to my thermometer on the dash here. I would believe that. But it doesn't feel it because there's no wind and the sun's out, so as you can see, most of the snow's melting off already. And we're gonna slap her into overdrive. Look at all those trees, guys. This is pretty cool. I mean, I couldn't have planned. This is how things go, okay? This is God's plan, not mine. Because I couldn't have planned a day this beautiful to take you guys out on a ride. And I wouldn't have said, oh yeah, I'll take them out on a ride on Mother's Day. This is funny. I can't remember if I told you guys this or not, but that garage we passed, kind of was setting off to the side right after we got up over the hill to the Four Corners. That's the town garage. That's where I always work. Well, I mean, we work outside of the garage, but I mean, that's like our home base, that little garage there, right by the road. If I didn't show you, there'll be plenty of cruising with Codger videos to show you in, I can tell you, for sure. For sure. This fella right here, he's built this beautiful home down in there. I don't know. No, you guys didn't get a good angle of it. I'm going to figure this out, guys. Kind of get an idea what you can see, what you can't see. And it's like anything else. I'm learning. I'll learn, you know, the best way to film and everything, and the best angle to get you guys at. I want you to be able to see some of the road too, and maybe some of what's on the other side, so I've tried to kind of split you guys' view a little bit. And this is going to be a one take, no cuts, no editing footage, because as I said in my live stream the other day, I can only edit a video, you know, of clips and footage up to an hour long on my phone, because I have a SIM card in there that allows me to be able to film like hours and hours of footage, but I can't get my editor on my phone to save and do everything under the SD card, so that runs off internal memory. So for that reason, I can only edit clips up to an hour long. And I didn't want to do this video in a bunch of parts because it would be, yeah, no. So anyway, I decided to do a one shot, one take video for you guys. Hopefully everything goes right. Hopefully I have enough battery charge. I'm at 100%, so I should be alright, I think. Because I think I filmed like 2 hours the other day and I was only down to 50% on my battery. So I'm hoping guys, fingers crossed, everything's going to hold up for us. Hopefully I have enough to say for an hour and a half. I always feel like I have to talk. I mean, I could let nature speak for itself, but I don't know. I always talk to my accomplices who are riding with me. So that's you guys today. Thanks for coming along, everybody. It's going to be a fun ride. It's going to be good. We're out to what I would consider the outskirts of Burlington now. I mean, we haven't crossed the town line into Lincoln yet, but this is pretty out there, out in the boonies, out in the willy wax. Move you guys over a little bit. Since there isn't much going on through here, let you guys see the road. Yeehaw! So we come through here the other day, Kevin and I, my coworker, and we trimmed a bunch of trees after that snowstorm we got there a couple weeks back. We come out that morning right after the storm, there's a bunch of birch trees and stuff laid down. So we had to cut those and brush them off to the side, and I've been going along through the week here, and my buddy Jacob and I, we coming through. It's funny because I'm Jacob, right? But there's so many different Jacobs I know. So it's pretty funny. But anyway, so my buddy Jacob and I, we come through and we brought the XL12 and we sawed up a couple of them birch tops that we lopped off that were laying beside the road. We sawed them up and put them in the back of the truck here. I hauled them back and I've got them piled up. We'll do some cutting off the pile someday. I'll film that. We'll get them birch tops cut up. I don't think, there might be a few of them that are big enough to split. Probably not most of them. Here we go, this is one of the cemeteries, guys. I'll be doing that we haven't done yet, right up in here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Right there by that blue sign, there's a cemetery in there. I guess my camera doesn't angle that hard. Have to downshift here. Ooh. Crooked again. Here we go, starting to get out to civilization again, a little bit. Move you guys out a little bit more that way. Wow, what a nice day though. Right back into overdrive. Look at those skies, those clouds. Wow. It's funny, I don't think we've ever really had a nice Mother's Day. If I remember right, Mother's Day is usually pretty crappy. Or maybe that's Father's Day. Yeah, I think it's Father's Day that always rains. Whoa! That's a hard bump. It's always tough. Coming down into Lincoln here. Down into the Narrows. This was so rough through here all winter, guys. It was insane. Totally insane. I don't think it's overly smooth now, but most of the frosties have settled finally. But it was bad through here. You could only go about 15, 20 down in here. It was just beat your teeth right out rough. is a lot of fun, guys. I like it. I like taking you guys out for cruises. It's no fun riding by yourself. It's kind of fun to have somebody to take with you. Or a whole community, a whole audience, right? Start feeding back into it here. Get a little run for the hill. Pour on the power. Very big old 4.3 shaking the ground right now. This truck will go if you want to feed it hard enough, but it burns an awful lot of gas and it takes an awful lot of work to make it go. It's not much of a powerhouse. I'd love to get like a, what is it, the 5.3? I think it is. They had a 5.3 that came in a, I'm pretty sure it's a 5.3. Came in a standard. Oh my word, just like this pickup. Oh, 5.3 to standard, and that's, she would smarten it up, I'll tell you. This thing would be a little tire burner. She'd have some power. I'd be in trouble. I couldn't have one. Yeah. Get those water drops out of the way for you guys. False alarm, it's not going to be a whole drive with the windshield wipers. Oh, Lord. I'm glad you guys told me that, though, because now I know not to take you out on rainy days. It might not be as bad now, though, because I can set this up so that I can pull the phone out further away from the windshield, and it might not be as close up as of a shot for you guys. So I may actually be able to make it work. So there may be one more test, rain test. That's got to be like moisture coming off. I don't know. I can't imagine it's raining. It don't look like it is, unless it's a sun shower. It's got to be moisture coming off the top of the pickup or something. I don't know. Where that snow's melting down there. I promise you guys, I did not even want to have to turn them on once, but I don't want you guys looking through water droplets either. This is insane. I don't know, it could be coming from the snow that's melting below the wipers too. I tried to get most of it out, but you know how it is. So I want to get some time and get practicing my guitar and start doing some little song covers and stuff for you guys. At some point, that's on my list. So hopefully that will be coming up. I mean, I don't know how soon, probably not real soon, but it is on the list to do at some point. Climbing the big hill, coming into Lincoln. So yeah, like I told you before, you can go up to Patten on the interstate, but I don't like to do that. So I'm going to take you guys the old-fashioned way, up the old interstate before we had interstates. That's usually the way I go. Every once in a while, I'll take the interstate if I'm in a real hurry. Like, what was it, the week of the Daytona 500? I took the interstate to get home in time. Because if you come up for church, right, and church doesn't get over till 12, and then you've got like an hour and a half ride home. Some of these sports events, you have to be blistering it pretty bad to get home in time. I remember that day I was like, Mom's like, I have to go to the bathroom, and then we can leave church. And I'm like, do not go to the bathroom, we have no time. It was so funny. And then I got home and it was like rain delayed or something. And she's like, you didn't even let me go to the bathroom, and then we get home and it's rain delayed. And I'm like, I don't know. It was so funny. Getting her done, ladies and gentlemen. Then we come into the 35 mile an hour, or 30 mile an hour zone. Then we're just putting along, just taking it all in. Coming into the big city of Lincoln. This is a big city to us. For me, anyway. I try not to come down here if I can help it. I'm really happiest to be right at home. But every once in a while, you gotta have something down here, and then you have to come down, and then while you're down here, might as well have McDonald's, and then, you know how it is. But now our general store, with the new owners we've got, they've had tons and tons of stuff. Like, they've even got a little hardware section now with, like, chainsaw files, and chainsaw oil, and carb cleaner, and WD-40, and nuts, and bolts, and bungee cords, and ratchet straps, and nails, and screws, and all kinds of different stuff. So, a lot of the little stuff I used to have to run to town for, we don't have to anymore. So, we're pretty much everybody in town is dreaming of the day when the store gets enough stuff that nobody ever has to come to Lincoln anymore. That's pretty much what we're hoping for. Lincoln's just not a pleasant experience. You come down here, it's a rat race. People down here are just, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, you don't want to do it. It's better if you don't have to come to Lincoln. Except the chainsaw shop. I love going to the chainsaw shop. Don't mind that at all. But I don't like going like to Walmart and stuff down here. It's a nightmare. And then they never have what you need anyway. So it's like, why'd I bother? There's the Lincoln Loon, everybody. That thing is ugly. I can't believe the town spent people's money on that. That's ridiculous. Everybody says that it has those red eyes and it looks like it's gonna kill you. It's pretty funny though. Here we go. Gonna pop through town here. Don't look like there's a whole lot of action going on in Lincoln. There's more people out in Burlington. Lincoln people aren't usually morning people, so I guess that makes sense. You guys got to get a load of this Jeep at Thornton Brothers. This turquoise Jeep is so ugly. Jacob's the mechanic there at Thornton Brothers, and he's like, oh, did you see that Jeep we got? Look at it. He's like, oh, it's awesome, isn't it? I'm like, it's ugly. He's like, you don't like it? I'm like, well, it would be nice if it wasn't turquoise. He's like, oh, I love the turquoise. He's like, it's awesome. Some people do, but I just don't. I'm not really into it. It's a little too flashy for me. ladies and gentlemen. Pouring on the power, coming out of Lincoln. I'll show you guys the chainsaw shop when I go by. That'll be interesting. Most of you people probably know where it is, but for the non-locals or the semi-locals that live in Maine but they're not in the Lincoln area, you might not know where it is. So I don't know. I've been wondering for a while how many, like, what the percentage is of my viewers that are actually from Maine. So if you're watching this video and you're from Maine, tell me. Leave a comment, because I'm wondering. You know, am I getting a lot of people from, you know, different places, or is it mostly Mainers? I mean, I don't really know what my audience is. I mean, I do and I don't. I know my grandparents watch my videos. Obviously, they're from Maine. I know my biggest fans from Maine, but I don't know other than that. I mean, I'm not really sure. So, yeah. Skies are getting less blue and more cloudy the further we drive, in case you guys haven't noticed. I bet you it'll be overcast. I bet it won't be dark overcast, but I bet it'll be gray when we get up north. I bet there won't be much blue in the sky at all. It's kind of looking that way anyway. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this down here is the saw shop. Right there, that is the saw shop that I take all my business to. That's Where's Power Equipment. If you're in the area, take all your business there. He's a great guy. A lot of knowledge. Couldn't really ask for a better guy. I have a couple times gone to Rogers up the road. I didn't show you that, but we passed it. I do not like Rogers. I'll tell you flat out. I just don't. He's kind of a jerk, from what I can see. I'm not saying you shouldn't go there. I'm just saying I don't go there, and I wouldn't give him. I'll order online before I'll give him business. Crossing the tracks. Oh wow, it's like my twin. It's like a clone. Is it? Okay, no, that one's like multicolored, but it looked like my pickup from a distance. I don't know how well you guys can see the vehicles. It kind of seems like everything looks like it's a lot further away than it is for you guys. I'll be curious to see. I'm always curious to see when I'm doing a video or something. Watch it, you know, watching it back to see what things look like to you guys, because I learn a lot that way, because the way I think things are going to look to you guys on camera and the way they actually look are usually two different things. So I try to keep a good idea, you know, what things look like so I can better serve as a cameraman. It's funny. It's not. Oh, it's a moped kind of a. I always wondered what it would feel like to ride a bike like that, of any sort. I mean, a moped's not really a bike, it's more like a scooter, but, you know, something like that, the same idea. I wouldn't do it, personally. It's kind of unnerving, the thought of it to me, but I bet it's a very free feeling. Probably too free, that's what scares me, but I don't know. And it's scary out of state. You get these guys on their bikes, and you're like, you know, downtown Connecticut or something, and they're just weaving in and out of traffic in them lanes and riding like right up the painted line divisions for the lanes, right up in between the lanes, cutting people off. It's really scary. Really scary. Afraid they're gonna get run over. It's not a good thing at all. I don't know whether to turn that flashback on. It's looking kind of dark for you guys, but there again, I'm not really sure. Now you got more water droplets in your face again. And they must be coming from blowing up the hood from where the snow and stuff was as it melts. What a beautiful day. Even now, I mean, it's really cloudy over there, but I'm getting a lot of sun from over to the right side of me here that's coming in, streaming in the window. Feels nice. Now we're coming into the wind, kind of the wind area now. We should be coming up to the sign here right off. Chester was off to the left of us there. You know, I'm almost wondering if it isn't like partially raining. I'm getting a lot of droplets like at a time here that seem to be just coming from not really sure where. It might be sprinkling to an extent, like very lightly, misting almost. I did not want to get the windshield wipers involved today. Yeah, it's raining. I'm watching it ting off the hood now. Figures. I told Mom, I'm like, I don't want to get the windshield wipers going, and I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna rain tomorrow, and she's like, oh, it's fine. So I don't know, I mean, what do we do? Do we cut cameras? No. It's pretty funny though. Yeah, it's coming down. I'm sure it's just a passing shower. We'll go with that. I'm trying to keep the windshield wipers minimal, but at the same time, I don't want you guys looking through fuzzy water droplets either. Yeah, it's really raining. I was afraid of that. But it looked so beautiful when I left home. I was like, oh, it ain't gonna rain. But it did. Hopefully it's not as nauseating as it was the other day. Hopefully this camera holder is more away from the windshield and I don't know. Yeah, sorry guys. Did not anticipate that. Whoa, vulture alert. I don't know if you guys saw those. There's vultures like everywhere back there. It was not hawks, it was vultures. Circling. Shut them wipers off for a minute and see what it's gonna do here. And we're still getting some, but could be blowing off the hood. Leave it to me to have a sun shower on a Cruising with Codger video, right? I wait till a nice sunny day to go out and film, and we get a sun shower. It's insane. Completely insane. It's still coming down. It's crazy. Bouncing right off the bug shield down there. It's insane. Really. to set you guys over this way. I should have had you set over this way beforehand, I guess. There, it looks like it might have... No, never mind. I was going to say, it looks like it might have stopped. We can probably outrun it. Probably. But then again, we're going to... I don't know. When we get to the split up here, we might be headed away from it, hopefully. We won't be driving right into the heart of it. I don't know. I'm not really sure. But our beautiful day for filming and everything is kind of going to crap on us at a very fast pace. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll find a place to stop here somewhere. And I'll try to set that camera out, away from the windshield more, so that maybe that won't be so nauseating on camera. I don't know. I don't know whether it's best to have a wider view of the windshield wipers. I don't know. I think what's making you guys nauseous is the fact that you're so close to the wipers. So we'll see. I'll try to do something about it up here somewhere. As soon as I can find a place to just pull over and deal with it. Because it looks like we're definitely not going to be able to avoid this. Well, I may have spoken too soon. Have they stopped? They've stopped. Right now the water droplets have dissipated. Well, almost. Wow. Well, that's good. Because I really didn't want you guys getting nauseous all day. You know? That would be too bad. So sad, you know. I'm just going to hit it one more time just to wipe the axis off. So you guys have the clean view for the rest of the ride. Wow, that's an old Peterbilt over there. Alright, we're going to swing you guys over a little bit. Let you see. This is heart of... I think we're still on wind. We're going to be coming up on Mattawamkeag here pretty quick, but I think this is still wind. Towns aren't really well marked, the transitions here. This is Route 2, by the way, if you guys didn't know. This runs, I don't know how far it all runs. I know it at least goes from Old Town straight up through to, like, I think it goes all the way to Holton. So, and I think it goes a lot further than that, but that's as far as I've been on Route 2, that I know of anyway. Oh, you guys are going to get a nice shot of the, get you pivoted over there, a nice shot of the equipment yard up here. Always got some skidders and stuff. Limbers. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. Yeah, that said wind on the sign, so we're still in. I thought this was still wind, but I wasn't sure. Because I know it changes up here. We're almost to my favorite breakfast stop here. A lot of times we'll have board meetings on a Saturday at the church, and you'll have to be up here by like 9 o'clock, right? So that means leaving the house at like 7:30. So I'll come up through, and I might not have eaten much for breakfast. Usually I don't eat much. I'll come up through and I'll stop at the Big Apple up here. This is a great place to stop, guys. If you've never been up here to the Big Apple, get a good shot on the way by. You gotta stop there. They have the greatest breakfast fritters. McCain's, early risers, and the warmer there. There's usually at least 3 or 4 of them in there all the time. I always stop and get a couple fritters and Bottle of Coke. Give me that Wickham. Get me up and get me going. Kind of get that from Dad. Dad's always been a store stopper. Or he's a truck driver, right? He passes all these stores all day, and he knows all the best places to get pizza and all this different stuff en route, you know. So here's the old hardware store up here. I always wondered what the story was. Mom said it was an old man that owned it, and she thinks he shut the place down because there was people who were stealing from the hardware while he was pumping their gas, and he couldn't afford to stay open because people were stealing from him all the time. This is kind of a rough area through here in Mattawancake. So anyway, but yeah, Wyman Hardware. It's never been open that I can remember, so I think it's been closed quite a long time. The river, Mattawancake River. I'm trying to get a shot of you for you guys, but I guess the guardrails don't really let you see much. It's funny, you can see more than I think and less than I think all at the same time. Ollie's Takeout, that's new. I don't think that was there before. I mean, the building was there, but I don't think anybody owned it. So here we come into a long, vast space of pretty much nothing for a very long time up through here. I mean, there's a few houses scattered here and there, but that's it. I mean, there ain't crap for houses. It's just mostly woods, both sides of the road. It's almost really one of my favorite stretches. It's not my favorite stretch. I'll show you what it is my favorite stretch, but it's one of my favorite stretches of the ride. There was a fella who Gigi was in the military with, because Gigi was in the Air Force. And the stretch up here, if you go up far enough, it's called the Haynesville Woods. And it's like a 9-mile, I think it's like 9 miles of woods with nothing. Just woods, both sides of the road, no houses, nothing. So, I don't know, it might be more than that, but it seems like it might be 9 miles. I can't remember. Anyway, it's a really long stretch. Dick Curlis wrote a song about that, the Haynesville Woods. Tombstone Every Mile, that was the song. Anyway, very famous song. If you haven't heard it, go listen to it. So, anyway, they had to go from the base. I think it was from, I don't know, they had to go, because there was a base up here, Lauren Air Force Base. I think they had to go from there down to, or vice versa, up to the base. I can't remember. Anyway, this guy was always looking for girls. So Gigi's like, hey, listen, I'll take you away, there's tons of girls, right? So he gets him in the vehicle and he starts driving him up through here. And the guy's looking and he's like, tree, another tree, right? He looks over at Gigi's and he's like, girls my butt, there ain't no girls. Gigi was laughing. It was a pretty funny story. Yep, she's a long haul, guys. Won't be a whole lot for you to see at this point for a while. Hope you like trees. I mean, maybe a few guys were old pulp cutters, right? Got the old Home Light 913 riding shotgun on the floorboard. I forgot I had that in here. I was working on it the other day and I put it in the cab for something, and then I think I forgot it in here. So who knows, you know? Maybe tune that up and get up here, you know, throw a bar and chain on it, cut a little wood. Oh, jeez. That'd be lucky, huh? Just have to tune that up. That'd be all we'd have to do to it. Maybe if I'd brought the XL12.